Did you know that you've been eating garlic the wrong way your whole life? And even worse, by doing so, you're losing the most powerful compound, the one that truly protects your heart and your brain. Stick around because in less than 10 minutes, I'll tell you the key step hardly anyone follows. The real benefits of garlic, the risks, how much you should eat, and an unexpected trick to boost its effects. And be careful, because if you take certain medications, you could be in danger. Do you want to discover what garlic really does in your body and how to make the most of its advantages? Let's start with the main question. Why is raw garlic infinitely better than cooked garlic? It all comes down to a super simple but striking chemical process. Garlic, as it is, has two separate substances that don't do much for you. But pay attention. When you cut, crush, or chew garlic, those molecules combine to form real allicin, which is responsible for all the powerful benefits garlic can offer. Now, if you heat garlic, the allicin is destroyed. It's that simple. If you cook garlic, you lose almost all the good stuff. That's why the first step is simple but often ignored. Always cut, crush, or chew garlic. But that's not all, because the magic doesn't happen instantly. After cutting or crushing garlic, you have to wait. Yes, you heard right. Wait at least 5 to 10 minutes before consuming it or adding it to your food. During this time, the allicin fully develops and your body gets the full impact of its properties. Why so specific? Because studies show that if you don't wait, almost half of the allicin is lost. It's amazing to think that just a little patience can multiply the effects of garlic. So far, we've learned how to unlock garlic's true power. But the most exciting part is still to come. What really happens in your body when you eat raw garlic every day? And I warn you, reality is even more surprising than what's said on social media. Let's go with the best known and proven benefit. Garlic helps improve circulation and reduce bad cholesterol. The dreaded LDL. LDL cholesterol is famous, but not for good reasons. It's the type of fat in your blood that sticks to your arteries and forms plaques called atheromas. Why does this matter? Because when one of those plaques grows or ruptures, it can block your blood flow. The result? Heart attacks, strokes, and serious circulatory problems. The evidence is clear. Regular consumption of garlic can reduce total cholesterol by 5 to 15%. But what's interesting is that it mainly lowers bad cholesterol, LDL, precisely the dangerous kind. And wait, because some smaller studies went further, they showed that garlic can decrease the size of those plaques, and although the data is still preliminary, the logic is overwhelming. If bad cholesterol goes down, the chance of plaque formation and therefore serious cardiovascular events goes down too. Impressive, right? Wait, because there's more. The second great enemy in your blood are clots and thromboses. Those horrors that can block an artery and change your life in seconds. Clots are clumps of platelets that, if released in travel, can cause a heart attack or stroke. What few people know is that garlic has moderately convincing evidence that it could reduce platelet aggregation. In other words, it would act as a natural protector against embolisms and thrombosis. However, if you take anticoagulants like warfarin or atenocumarol, be very careful. Garlic can enhance their effect, and you could have bleeding problems. Always talk to your doctor before combining garlic and anticoagulants. This is a critical point. Don't underestimate it. And as if that weren't enough, garlic also plays an interesting role in the battle against one of today's worst health problems, high blood pressure. Did you know that hypertension damages your arteries day after day, favoring the formation of plaques and clots? Although the studies are less conclusive, they show that garlic can reduce systolic blood pressure by 5 to 8 points and diastolic pressure by 4 to 5 points. For people with hypertension, that can make the difference between risk and peace of mind. And the best part is that in trials, garlic was almost as effective as some first-line medications. But beware, no one is saying you should stop your medications. Never stop taking your pills without first consulting your doctor. Garlic can be a great ally, but it's not a magical substitute, see? So far, we've covered only 3 of garlic's most powerful effects. But what's coming is even more incredible. Stay tuned, because I'm going to show you how garlic can help with cancer, detoxify you from metals, boost your immune system, and exactly how much you need to eat. And of course, the risks no one talks about. Did you know that garlic, along with other vegetables in its family, could be a shield against certain types of cancer? Specifically, stomach and intestinal cancer, 2 of the most frequent and deadly among older adults. People who eat raw garlic and onion have a lower incidence of gastrointestinal cancers, especially colon and rectal cancer. Why? Because sulfur compounds like allicin seem to slow the development of abnormal cells and help remove toxins before they cause harm. While the evidence for stomach cancer is less strong, for colon cancer it's clear. Garlic could make a real difference. And in addition, it's a bomb of antioxidants, those substances that slow aging and cellular damage that lead to tumors and many other diseases. But we're not done yet. There's a little-known aspect that will change the way you see garlic forever. Did you know it can protect you against heavy metal poisoning? In a study with workers exposed to lead, the group that ate garlic every day had 20% less lead in their blood than the group that didn't, after just a few weeks. It not only lowers lead, there's evidence it does the same with other toxic metals and contaminants. If you live in a city, work with metals, or are worried about environmental pollution, garlic can be a more powerful shield than you think. And just when you thought you knew everything, there's more. In laboratory animals, garlic boosts the immune system, helping fight viruses, bacteria, fungi, and parasites. Some have even tried it against the flu and COVID-19. In humans, the evidence is more mixed. Some studies show it helps, others don't. But garlic's safety profile is so strong, and its other benefits so well backed, that many experts recommend adding it to your diet to strengthen your defenses, especially if you don't have any contraindications. Before moving on to how much and how to consume garlic to get all these effects, I want to warn you of something very important. Even though it's natural, garlic isn't completely harmless for everyone. Don't leave now, because this will surprise you. Some people are allergic to garlic. It's not common, but if you notice itching, skin redness, irritation, sneezing, or any strange symptoms after eating garlic, stop and see a doctor. There are even cases of severe allergies. On the other hand, the most annoying and widespread effect? Bad breath. Allicin is wonderful, but it has a strong odor which quickly goes from your mouth to your sweat. The recommendation? Eat garlic with oils or meats, brush your teeth, and use mouthwash. This can help reduce the impact. And most importantly, never eat garlic on an empty stomach. This can increase side effects like nausea, stomach pain, and digestive discomfort. The secret is always to eat it with other foods. Okay, now comes the core of this whole video. How much garlic should you eat, how and when to get all these benefits? Take note. The recommended dose is between 1 and 2 garlic cloves, that is, between 4 and 6 grams per day. No need for more. This way, you'll strike a perfect balance between taking advantage of its benefits and avoiding unwanted effects. But how can you incorporate it into your routine without ruining your meals or driving people away with your breath? Here are a few ideas. Peel and cut a clove of garlic, let it rest for 5 to 10 minutes, and mix it raw into your salads. Prepare your meats and right before serving. Sprinkle raw garlic on top or mix it with a bit of olive oil. Make a powerful vinaigrette. Mix chopped raw garlic, oil, lemon, and salt, and use it as a dressing. If you're up for it, you can eat it crushed with a tablespoon of honey after your main meal. That way, the taste and the bad breath are somewhat masked. Do it this way and don't cook garlic. You now know that heat destroys the allicin and takes away all its benefits. Does garlic powder work? Yes, but it loses some of its active compounds, and moreover, many brands have additives. If you find pure garlic powder, even better. But always prioritize fresh, raw garlic. A common question is whether you need to eat it on an empty stomach. I said it before, no you don't, and it could even hurt you. It's a baseless myth. Another doubt, does garlic oil work? It can help, but beware of industrialized oils because they often lose active compounds and may have other additives. And what does this little clove of garlic give us, besides all its benefits? The truth is that although it weighs little, garlic is a source of potassium, B vitamins, vitamin C, and manganese. That means, in addition to being a natural heart protector, it nourishes your body with essential minerals and vitamins for daily life. But I repeat one last warning. If you take aspirin, warfarin or echinocumorol, or if you're going to have surgery soon, make sure to talk to your doctor before consuming daily amounts of garlic. Because even though it's natural, it can boost the anticoagulant effect and put you at risk. And please, if any strange symptoms appear after eating garlic, stop using it and seek medical advice. To recap, if you really want to benefit from garlic, the crucial thing is to activate it by chopping or crushing. Let it rest to release the allicin. Eat it raw with your main meals. And don't go over 1 to 2 cloves a day. In this way, you add to your diet one of the oldest, safest, and most proven ingredients to protect your heart, your circulation, your arteries, your blood, and probably even your defense against diseases and environmental toxins. Now you know the secret that most people ignore. With just a small change in your kitchen, you can make a huge difference to your long-term health. It's not magic, it's science. And it's within your reach right now. Did you like this health unlock? Leave us a like, tell me in the comments if you were already eating garlic like this, or if you gave it a try after watching this video. Subscribe to learn much more about how to improve your quality of life through simple but powerful changes. And share this video with someone who needs to take care of their heart. See you in the next one, with more secrets that will transform you. Bye-bye!